I förra avsnittet av Ocean Avenue.
What do you say, since Mom's playing Mahjong tonight, we have guys' night out? Huh? We'll get a bite, start things off right?
Sounds good.
It's just all too weird. You know, that case in New York, now here.
So what do you think? They're connected? I mean, what's the common link?
You're looking at him.
I think we should get you registered for the Face of the Millennia search.
Nuh-uh, you're kidding.
I think you deserve it.
I think you deserve this.
I don't know about a common link, but there is something I want you to take a look at.
What's that?
First, I need your word that whatever we talk about will not leave this room.
Yeah, sure. Well, what's this about?
Charlotta gave me this yesterday. Apparently, Stefan wrote it before he died, and he told her to pass it on to me if anything happened to him.
Did you read it?
Yeah. It makes Martin look really bad. But I gotta tell you, Tommy, as far as I'm concerned, this all points back to the handiwork of Macy.
Well, these are some pretty powerful accusations, man.
Yeah, I know. But Stefan was really angry. I think he blamed himself, and his friendship with Anne just seemed to make things worse. It was like pouring salt in the wound. I think Martin was just a convenient target.
Possibly. I'm just not convinced it was Macy, and God knows I'm not a big fan.
Hey, look, Macy is really good at covering his tracks, Tommy. You should know that.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure, Will.
If you're talking about Sage, man, you should be.
If Macy was that bad, then why didn't she leave him?
Maybe she's afraid about what he'll do. I think that's a pretty legitimate fear, considering.
See, basically, this girl used to look at me like I had 3 heads. And then we became friends. And then sort of good friends. But she's totally in love with this senior jackass who asked her out a couple weeks ago, but won't kiss her. So she's all freaked out because she's afraid that he'll think that she's a bad kisser. So she kind of talks me into practicing with it.
That's my boy.
Yeah. Well, we ended up, kissing. And now things are all kinds of weird.
Yeah, I can imagine.
See, the thing is that I actually thought that she wanted to kiss me.
Yeah, I know. They have a way of making you think that.
Maybe she didn't.
Maybe she thought she did.
Then why'd she do it?
There you got me. Josh, I'm gonna give you the best advice that I can give you. Tell the girl you're interested in her.
What makes you think that I am?
Josh, you just told me. Okay, come on, what? You think we're gonna sit here and talk about this girl for 10 minutes and I'm not gonna assume that you're interested in her? Yeah, Dad's not the dummy you thought he was. Josh, tell her. Worst case, she doesn't go for it. And if that's the worst thing that happens to you, son, life has been kind.
Så hur länge sedan var det som du var hemma i Sverige? Jag åkte från Lund för 5 år sedan. Kom hit, fick det här jobbet. Det är allt. Visst, jag har hemlängtan ibland. Du borde åka hem. Jag tror inte att min familj vill veta av mig längre. Särskilt inte min mamma. Kan vi ta och prata mer om det här sen? Om du gör mig en tjänst, ring din mamma så kommer du känna dig mycket bättre. Okej, tack.
Tracy, hey. Finished with your fitting?
Yeah, a few minutes ago. I'm glad I caught you.
You need something?
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, yeah. I was just going to tell you that. I hope you don't mind what I did before. Well, when I kissed you. The thing is, when I get so excited, I just do what I feel like, and I just don't want you to think that I
Was making a pass.
making a what?
Flirting.
No, I don't. I don't do that. I promise
Tracy,
you.
it's okay. It was a nice kiss.
It was a very nice kiss. I guess I was just
What?
feeling guilty about Gabby. Look, I seriously think she cares about you, even though she treats you so bad.
Look, I'll tell you what. How about we don't talk about Gabby?
Okay.
Yeah? How about we talk about you and what you're doing? Say over lunch?
Sure. I don't have a fitting until a couple of hours. Yeah.
Oh, good. I just have to make one stop at the police department. Is that okay?
Sure. Whatever.
Okay.
So it's just you and me?
Just you and me. I can't promise I'll be great company.
Lucas, come on. I know what you're going through. Look, we don't have to do this now.
No, I want to. So say we meet outside at 10?
Okay.
Okay.
Commissioner, I was just coming to see you.
And I'm just on my way to a meeting, Miss
Oh, I'll
Tate.
come with you.
No, you won't. What? What do you want today? What can I help you with, huh? Come on.
Oh, well, congratulations. I see that the numbers in the polls went up since the Devon arrest.
Well, thank you, Miss Tate, but that's my job, to keep the criminals off the street.
So I guess your opinion of Marty changed, you know, since you guys used to be so tight and all.
Well, Martin, Devon, and I, unfortunately, were never tight.
Right. So I guess him and Jack just used you when they needed a favor.
Excuse me?
Like the night Jazz was murdered.
Well, A, the woman was not murdered, and B, I was at a fundraiser for Jack Hamilton that night.
I know that. You and Roberto and Marty, only Jack was missing. But I'm guessing that you guys showed up a little late.
That's right. You're guessing.
So what about Jazz's black book?
I never heard anything about a black book.
Figuratively speaking, you know, where she has the names of all of her clients.
What are you getting at, Miss Tate?
I'm glad you asked that. See, I think, no, correction. I know that there's a connection between that and my source. You know, the guy I was telling you about. You know the book where Jazz wrote her clients' names? It was in code.
Code, huh?
Mm-hmm. And all of the names were characters from Alice in Wonderland.
You mean like, what, Tweedledee, Tweedledum? Uh-huh, so?
Right. So a little while back, in the mail from my source, I get this chessboard.
Now, that is really funny, Miss Tate. I never figured you for a chess player.
You're right, I am not. But this was a special chessboard because all the little pieces, they were characters from Alice in Wonderland.
Alex, I wanted to tell you how much I love that song you wrote for Abby and Haddon.
Thanks.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. I was just looking at some of the footage that T shot.
How was it?
It was pretty good. But it was really, really creepy.
What do you mean?
Well, you know when the camera's out of focus, you know, things look kind of distorted. You know, almost sort of haunting.
Yeah?
Well, that's the way most of it looked like. But not really.
Not really what? What do you mean, not really?
Well, Teach swore that all of it was in focus, you know, but when we looked at it again, there was this misty white stuff. I don't know. It was distorting the picture. Weird, huh?
No, not at all.
Why would you say that?
Because it was Abby. Okay, laugh if you want to, but don't forget what happened last night.
Give me a break, all right? I mean, just because you thought you saw something last night with all that wind and fire and whatever that was floating around the woods, I mean, you can't tell us that we saw some ghost.
Okay, I'm sure none of us would admit to believing in ghosts. But if we did, we'd have to assume someone was trying to tell us something last night. And everybody knows there's only one way to find out what that was. How's that? Hold a seance.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, hold a seance?
She's right. It's a good idea.
Hey,
One of your boys got a light?
Oh, yeah. You look amazing, Joanna.
Thank you.
You must be a freaking second. We were just talking about what a classy woman you are. Right, Marco?
Sure were.
A woman like you could be making major dollars.
Oh, yeah? Well, Marc tells me you got some pretty high-end customers.
Only the best. Listen, what happened the other day, don't let it throw you off. It was, what do you call it?
A fluke.
Right, yeah, a fluke.
Again. So what kind of action do you have in mind?
I could set you up again with the, that doctor. Could you believe that freaking guy just got out of jail and he's calling me again for another setup?
Hey, Noah, you got any messages for me?
Yeah, actually, I paged you a couple of times, Doctor.
You did? Ah, damn, I must have left my pager in the office.
I can't believe they actually got you to wear one of those.
Yeah, it's part of the new corporate image.
Huh. Well, anyways, Charlotta Erickson called you. Twice.
Twice, yeah. Well, that sounds serious.
Hey, Will. Don't you look spiffy? Dad give you the family suit because you've been working so hard.
Yeah, that must seem really weird to somebody who hardly works.
Hey, while we're on the subject, there's going to be some work-related changes around here now that Martin's cooling his heels in the booby hatch.
You know, I was thinking the same thing, especially since my meeting with him in jail.
Meeting? You mean kiss-ass session? Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that one.
Well, that's too bad, because then he could have broken the news to you himself.
What news would that be, Will?
It's just a change he's putting in effect today.
And that would be?
Gave me his power of attorney. Here's your copy. Don't you work too hard.
I really wish there was something I could do, Lucas.
I just can't believe that judge denied my father bail. I mean, they do that for violent criminals that are a threat to the community. It's just
bull.
But does this mean that I stay in jail until his trial?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Huh.
Look, I'm sorry, Chrissy. I shouldn't be unloading all this on you.
No, that's okay. Come on, I want to do whatever I can to help you.
Thanks. Really appreciate that. It was really nice of you to let me stop by the police station.
Of course. I know you'd like it better if Gabby was here.
Chrissy, please. I told you I don't want to talk about her.
Okay, so you're saying that you're totally over her?
Why wouldn't I be? If it weren't for her, my father wouldn't be in jail right now.
Well, maybe it's for the best, Lucas.
What is?
That you now find out what she's really like. I think you have to face it. Gabby is totally wrong for you, okay?
Like, none of you guys have ever heard of the paranormal? I mean, it's practically a science. Come on, losers. Okay. Sometimes when people die, they're not really dead. They're just mostly dead. So they're still slightly alive. Okay. If this Abby is out there and she wants to communicate, the only way to do it is having a seance.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah. I mean, do you remember when you took me to see the others? You can't say Nicole came and didn't know what she was doing. So either you guys want to know the truth, or you're too scared to dig deeper.
Okay, I must be crazy for saying this, but she's right.
Me too.
Okay, if you're some kind of expert, what do we do?
Well, I guess we have to have a medium.
You know what I think, Miss Tate? What I think is this. I don't believe you have an informant. I think you got a little information here, a little bit there. You put it all together and made a nice little story. Kind of like one of those detective novels that bored housewives read when they're on vacation.
I think you want to believe that, Commissioner, because for some reason you don't want what really happened to Jazz to leak out. And I was thinking, I wonder why. And then it hit me, just as plain as the nose on my face.
Let me caution you before you say another word, Miss Tate. There are laws that protect people from other people making wild accusations, slandering their good name.
Yeah, well, there's also laws about murdering someone and covering it up. And when this Jazz thing comes out, there's going to be a whole lot of people who have to do a whole lot of explaining. You know what? One of them's going to be you.
Hey, Pop.
Hey, Detective O'Keefe. I was just telling the Commissioner my theory about how all this stuff is connected to the Jazz murder in '77.
Like I said, we don't deal in fiction, Miss Tate.
And how Deep Throat, my source, is connected to the Jazz thing and everything else, and even the dead hookers.
Yeah, maybe this guy's even Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, never know.
Weren't you on that hooker case in New York, Detective?
Yeah, until the case was closed. But don't even try to make a connection, Miss Tate. This guy's MO is completely different, okay?
Oh, how's that?
Well, not that it matters to you, but this guy in New York left a present for each of his victims. A little white rabbit.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
You're all set for tomorrow night? I confirmed with the doctor.
Great. So did you give him my number?
Yeah, of course. Listen, I think we should have you guys meet at a hotel. We've been having too many cops hanging out here, and I don't want them to see him again.
Sure, no problem.
So stop by the bar, we'll have a drink later?
Okay, sure. I'll see you later.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Hej. Du, jag trodde aldrig att jag skulle tröttna på solen faktiskt. Ja, när jag var liten så hade jag gjort vad som helst för att kunna ligga på stranden hela dagen. Och nu skulle jag kunna göra vad som helst för lite snö. Jag med. Eller åtminstone en antydan om att det finns andra årstider än sommar. Om inte jag visste bättre så skulle jag tro att du har hemlängtan. Sorry, but jag måste ta ta det här. Okej. Hello?
The time has come to speak of things.
I'm listening.
What did the Red Queen say to the White Queen?
I don't know. What?
Beware the Jabberwocky. I'm coming for you, Joanna.
This time I'm gonna be ready for you, you psycho bastard.
What actually happened between you and Gabby? Because it seemed like you guys totally had it together after Martinique.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did too.
So out of the blue, she accused you of being Anne's lover.
Look, it's not true.
Of course it isn't.
I'll tell you one thing, I'd sure as hell like to get my hands on whoever gave Gabby that letter.
Actually, you just missed Catherine. She's gone for the rest of the day.
I'm not here to see Catherine. Actually, I wanted to ask you something.
Sure. What is it?
It's about Bobby Devon.
Excuse me, guys, I hate to interrupt, but what's this I hear about a seance? Are you guys seriously considering trying to contact the dead for your final project?
Tony, there's another reason I wanted to come see you.
Oh, tell me, what is it?
I want a divorce, Tony.